any CEOs and senior HR people now watching this who we've now terrified into action in 5 minutes, what steps could they take now to, maybe mitigate the risks, or at the very least, sort of help staff through these uncertain times?
Yeah, so I think there's some really practical things people can start doing. I think the first thing to recognise is that I don't think it's this whole robots are coming for your jobs scenario that's being touted a lot. So, they're probably looking at this and going, actually, we're not going to reduce our workforce. But what will happen is that the tasks within jobs will be done in an automated way. And any job is really just a collection of tasks, right? But there are some tasks that are easier to automate than others, and there are some tasks that you want to stay with a human accountability. And actually, a lot of it does come down to accountability. Who can we blame when this goes wrong, right? So what we've started doing at my companies, and what some organisations have started to do, is look at the tasks in each role that make up each position in granular detail, and kind of look at them along four axes, 4 categories. So the first thing being, how feasible is it to actually automate this task? The second being, how valuable is this task? The third being, how easy is it for us to tell if this task has been done correctly? Because if there's things that require a lot of human judgment to say if they've been done correctly, then that's harder to get an automated solution for. Whereas if it's just fill out a form and it's really easy to see if it's been done properly, that's pretty easy. And then the third is, I suppose, the risk factor. So what are the stakes, or what are the consequences if this thing goes wrong? And what you're looking for in people's roles is tasks that are easy to automate, that are high value, where the stakes are low, and it's easy to verify if someone's done them correctly. And if something ticks all those 3 boxes, they're a really good candidate for automation. Now, you'll find in most jobs that there are tasks that don't tick those boxes, that they have high stakes, it's hard to tell if they've been done properly, and it's hard to automate them. So those are the things that are likely to make up the human jobs, whereas the other things are more likely to make up the, let's call them robot jobs for the sake of this. And so that gives you a real clear lens to look at not just, what's the job as a whole, but what are the tasks that make up this job, and how do we focus people more on the bits that can't be automated? And perhaps that's retraining, perhaps that's reskilling, perhaps that's repositioning what they do. The capability of these AI and automation tools is going to continue to increase, and especially when you have sort of humanoid robots that work well and that kind of stuff, that adds another factor. But I think, we have a responsibility to help people understand that, look, these are the things that are going to change about your job. These are the elements that are likely to go away. These are the things that you're going to need to get really good at, and helping them to get really good at those things. And if there are situations where entire jobs are being eliminated, then I think, the very least we can be doing is helping people to understand how they might be able to use their skills, maybe not in our organisation, but in general, because I think there's going to be a big move as well towards just more human experiences. So I have a friend who runs a kind of pretty high-level exclusive coaching practice, and he used to do lots of virtual group coaching and all this kind of thing. And he found that he was not winning as much business as he used to, because a lot of people were just starting to use ChatGPT for a lot of coaching. So what he did was he moved his practice to solely focus on athletes and high-level CEOs and in-person retreats and experiences and one-to-one coaching. Raised his prices quite a bit as well. But that business model worked really well because people still crave that human connection. So there's going to be this whole category of sort of non-synthetic things that people want as well. So yeah, I think helping people understand how their roles are going to change, how the organizations are going to change, and then helping them position themselves for what's coming next. It's not just a company responsibility, it's a government responsibility, it's a society responsibility. And we've got organisations like Cardiff University are rolling out free AI in the workplace training and that kind of stuff. But I think as leaders, if we're going to benefit from automation and all the things that come with it, then we should think about the consequences for everyone else.